A very warm welcome to another show here in the Skillionaire podcast. And today's guest turns textiles into a statement and luxury lines into a global brand. Welcome, Riad Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Thank you so much for being here.
Riad is the chairman, the CEO, and the founder of RKF Luxury Linen, and is a leader who actually crafted a whole linen empire to a strategic global expansion brand. And his life story embodies the Skillionaire philosophy with stories that stick and strategies that scale. I'm so happy that you're here, and I know you come just from a very important exhibition that you attended. And thank you so much for stealing yourself a little earlier away and to be on this podcast. Welcome.
It's my pleasure really being here, and also a pleasure, since we meet, and each time is always really very interesting and dynamic, and this is what I appreciate. Thanks again.
Thank you, Riad. We met actually not so long ago, the first time, in our both event that we attended, and it was in Riyadh.
Exactly.
And we had actually not met in the beginning of the event, but at a late night stage of the event, we was just somehow finding that we have sort of the same energy level. And as an entrepreneur, you click with another entrepreneur very good. And we had good conversations there. That was the essence of the event. I found we had to lay actually pad for this podcast here. And I found your story so interesting that I'm very grateful for you to be here and to showcase and pick your brain a little bit for our customers, for our clients and listeners to actually see how did you scale.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
RKF. Tell me, what does that stand for? I know there's a story behind.
It's a nice story. It's like my pleasure to share it already. It's like simple. I'm born in Tunisia, in North Africa, in the south of France, in the Mediterranean Sea. And when I was young, my dream is just to work in the hospitality, because going with my parents to the hotel, spending a weekend, just only one weekend in the summertime, it was like, wow, that's absolutely fantastic. Having just only the air condition, you believe or not, it seems for me, this is the luxury. Having the welcome, and you have the valet, you give the keys, say, wow, this is the hospitality. It's so beautiful. People, this is so great, so nice. And from there was my dream already. I in the university in France, and I start working and then my dream still always in mind. And I say, one day gonna work in the hotel or in the hospitality industry. I will be a manager of hotel, owning an hotel, working in the hotel itself. I have no idea, but I know that I will do it. This is what my vision and I was focused on. And start working after my engineer diploma, and keeping this in mind, I want to go and I start moving in different hotels, but palaces mostly in Europe, to understand what is missing as product, understand how we're going to have my input in this and to work with this industry. And I discover that the linen itself, it's missing in like luxury product, missing in the industry, and we don't find really the touch that how it should be. And from there, I start making my research and my development to work where I gonna have an input, something high, luxury, making the difference. And I discover that the bathrobe mostly, they have always the pile going out. It's not nice and it's not luxury. And then I decide to look how deeper I can create and start looking on the different industry producer of the linen. And finally, I discovered one machine that can make me the possibility to create this linen without having the pile going out. And then I say, wow, that's great. And let's do it. And from there, I started the company. It was in 2000, and the journey starts. And I say in 2005, in France, I want to be the leader in France. End of 2003, 3 years later, we became already the leader in France. And then I start to say, okay, now that's great. We have to go also on now Bedlinen, and then I was go to table linen, and then I go to the spa linen, and step by step I was increasing. Today, RKF Luxury Linen and RKF Group is 11 companies with one factory since 1834. One of the oldest in Europe. We are present in 85 countries. We equipped over 50,000 luxury properties all over the world. We get already 27 international awards. And we have 15 patents and technology, and we are the most sustainable company in the world and the most certified company in the world. How it makes us already challenging a lot. And this is just amazing because having an amazing team, having already this vision, make it happen, it works. Just only one word, just be focused and work. That's all.
Very good. RKF, these letters, I know they have a bigger meaning to you. Would you just explain what is behind those letters?
Okay.
And there's also a story I know out of preparation from our from this interview here, and also from our midnight after event talk. You explained, and I found this so beautiful.
RKF, the three letters of the three brothers. My name is Riad, donc the R. K is Karim, my second brother, and the third is Fadel. That is the F of the RKF. I'm owning all the group, but it's by respect to the family, how is very important in life. For me, for them, for my parents, for all the family, it's very important to keep the three letters. And this is very powerful, and it brings us already the vision and the respect of the family added to the business.
You told me in our pre-session that these letters meaning so much to you, and you wanted to bring them in out of respect, as you just said, towards the family members that actually held back for you to push through. Is that right?
It is, definitely, absolutely. And my brothers also, each one have his own group in another field, and all the company also, the name is RKF.
Is it?
Yes, this is very interesting.
Good, very
and it's
good.
A huge respect for all of us.
Oh, very good. So let's dive a little bit into the situation that you just outlined, that you wanted to be the first company with textiles and Bedlinen or linen as such in Europe or in France. So tell us, what was the one moment where you said, I need to shift and I need to scale here, and why was your big motivation for that? You could have just been some kind of in the local market around, make a good living and be settled, huh?
Okay, since I'm young, my dream was always to look big. I say I start small, but I always look big. I want to be international. I want to be really worldwide. I want to be global, and I want to be a person who have a huge impact globally, worldwide. I mean, I'm born with a purpose, and I have my purpose in life. How to bring a value for all the end users and for all the consumers of the linen in general. That's why I'm really always looking big and building everything, and every single day consider as a challenge to reach a level, an expectable level. And this is how it's motivating me so much. When I start, I always look, I say, wow, okay, today I want to be the leader. And then I became. And today, and the day after, I say, okay, I want this target, and I reach it. And then I want this target, and then I reach it. And I remember in 2007, I meet my team, and they say, I want to now request you one point, and I will suggest you one point, and I want that all of you to follow it. We will go from the, let's say, high end to the luxury. They said me, what is the difference between? And there was like so much surprise. What do you mean by that? I say, I want really to be focused, to be deep. We will change completely the strategy of the company. We're going to look only for the luxury. And there was so much surprise. I was explaining the meaning in between and the difference. And finally, it was not easy. I take a consultant to tell him, okay, this is your mission now. You have a year to complete, to try to convince my team, okay, definitely to move to that step. It was funny because this was 2007, 2008, when we was ready in July, and we say we're going to set up the new process of all the new strategy of the company in September after the summer holiday of in August. Unfortunately, was the financial crisis at that time.